And then I heard that. I kept hearing that. Here comes the fire department. You're gonna have to. And then I heard that. I kept hearing that. Here comes the fire department. You're gonna have to.
Yo, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Nerd Chronicles with your host, the socially awkward nerd, Christian Paul, speaking. And ladies and gentlemen, we have seen some ratchet craziness has been going down ever since President Trump has been elected president. And I want to be very clear, I did not vote for either of them. I don't really get myself into politics like that. You know, this is like a very, very, very risky thing. People losing their mind. Everyone having their own opinion on like what's going on and how politics should be done. Although I'm not really too experienced in the political realm. You know, so I do my best to actually stay out of it and actually just stay out the way. But I will say this. There are some folks that are really, really, really ticked off at Elon Musk ever since Donald Trump selected him to be part of the White House committee. And ever since then, Tesla has been gone chaotic. Its stock has been going down drastically over the past few months. You know, people are literally losing their minds over the Tesla brand and even in X. It is literally has been insane to T. Basically, one of instances, for example, where you have like some arsonists, an idiotic arsonist mainly just come by and literally torch a bunch of Teslas. I don't know if they actually just hadn't been pulled off the lot or they've been like used by other customers. Definitely those have been burned up in the fire, which is literally insane down to a T. And let's go down to the news clip onto what went down around that time. And it took place in Las Vegas. So we will see how all of this mainly went down. So let me get myself set up here so that we can prepare. Just bear with me. And we are off.
Tonight, authorities investigating what they're calling a targeted attack on a Tesla repair center in Las Vegas. This dramatic video showing multiple cars in flames. According to authorities, the suspected arson occurred early this morning. When police arrived, they found 5 vehicles set on fire or damaged, and the word resist spray.
And this is what y'all do, trying to resist over some stuff like this. How about the better alternative would be not to actually support any of Elon's products or not actually patronize any of his stuff? Don't buy his cars, don't buy any of his merchandise, and leave him alone. That would be the best way to actually send a big stern message to Elon Musk economically. But this is literally making you look real stupid. Extremely stupid.
Painted on the front of the business.
We believe the suspect approached the business wearing all black clothing, and he used what appear to be Molotov cocktails and a firearm to conduct his attack.
Just hours before in Kansas City, 2 Tesla Cybertrucks set ablaze at a dealership there. Tonight, the FBI stepping in to help local police investigate both incidents.
To those who might think that something like this is justifiable or potentially even admirable, we want to let you know it's a federal crime. We will come after you.
While authorities say the identities of the suspects and the motivation behind the attacks are still unknown, it comes amid at least 16 reports of vandalism to Tesla vehicles and dealerships across the country as people nationwide protest Tesla CEO Elon Musk and his prominent role in the...
Yeah, this stuff is literally wild down to the core, man. I'm not gonna really say a word on this. All I know is this is basically some hardcore classic reality TV. But outside of that, is really, really stupid what that dude really just did with those cars.
Trump administration.
We're out here because we're defending democracy.
President Trump sending a warning to those who vandalize Tesla property.
You do it to Tesla and you do it to any company, we're going to catch you and you're going to go through hell.
Tesla stock seeing a sharp drop, down more than 40% this year. Tonight, Musk reposting the video from Las Vegas, calling the incident terrorism.
And Lester, here in Vegas, authorities have blocked off the street as they continue the investigation. They're working to figure out who owns these vehicles. Because it is a repair shop, it is likely that many are owned by people, individuals, and not the company. Lester.
Yeah, man. You see why is it so idiotic? Let me dip out the space real quick. Now, who in their right mind would literally try and pull some stuff like this just because, you know, they came and get their own way, or they formed their candidate lost, and now the candidate they hate is actually currently is in office and literally gung-ho and doing some things that you don't like, and all you're doing, you want to actually go and take it out on someone that's up in the White House and actually trying to damage the stuff that's affiliated with it? What if that's actually somebody's car that needs to be repaired, right? What if you damage a car that someone mainly bought even before, you know, Elon Musk was appointed, right? What if that was someone else's car that they need to actually go to work and actually mainly do business in, or maybe carry their kids up in there, and now their car is mainly damaged? You know, we don't know if there's a SAG clause in regards with that, if they actually get like a new car for free. And mind you, they still would have to actually be paying the financing of that car too while getting a new one, since that one is burned down. Insurance can give them like a limited amount of money because of that. All these factors are mainly coming in due to one person's idiotic decision. Straight up numbskull. Like, why would you even choose to do something like this, right? Again, if you don't like his products, if you're not feeling comfortable being around him, don't support him. Don't patronize his stuff. Let his behind be. Let his buck go. And then watch the economy drop that way. You ain't got to do all that. Clearly unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, if homeboy does get caught, I feel nothing for him. All I'm going to do is mind my business. And actually just literally come through and actually just go and sip that juicy tea. All right? Juicy! But no more explaining from me. Time for me to go straight to bed. I will see y'all soon. Chris and Paul from the Chronicles is signing out. Deuces.